Oh, can you just feel the positive energy coming out from that song? I am the warrior. I am the warrior. I mean, feel that. Oh, it's just, oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. It's great. You know, this is what we need, to affect the positive changes we need in our lives, to have joy in our journey. That even though you don't have what it is you want, even though you're not living your best life today, just being on the path there can bring joy into your journey. When you know you're doing what you can do to fulfill your potential, to achieve everything you're capable of achieving, when you're on that path and doing what you can do, that just feels joy. I mean, you don't have to have everything you want to have in order to feel the joy and the happiness. We too often condition ourselves to say, I'll be happy when, and then, it's always something new. It's like, I'll be happy when I get the new job. And then you get the new job. It's like, I'll be happy when I get a new house. And then you get the new house. It's like, I'll be happy when something else has to happen. We always keep conditioning our happiness on external events when really happiness is all about what's inside, peeps. Happiness is all about what's on the inside. That's why I say get good with you, man. You just think about that song, right? I am the warrior. I mean, first of all, classic 80s tune, right? I mean, the 80s, okay, I will admit, okay, for those of you who want to diss on the 80s, I will admit, I will concede, 80s hair was a big mistake. I will concede that, right? Okay, because there's really no way to defend that. There is no way to defend that. I mean, it was just awful, okay? Most other thing from the 80s, absolutely outstanding. I mean, one of the best decades that have ever existed in human history, the 1980s. Oh, it's great. This song that comes out of that wonderful decade, I am the warrior. I mean, it's just, power pack. You feel the power. Feel the power inside yourself when you say, I am the warrior. Now, if you haven't been seeing yourself as the warrior, the one who could take down whatever challenge is going to come your way, the one who was born ready, the one who can just, succeed gloriously. You don't see yourself that way. Saying, I am the warrior, saying it out loud is going to feel really weird. It's going to feel really weird because it's not consistent with how you've been seeing yourself. I once heard about an older, a single adult, and when I say older, I'm talking about, someone in her mid 30s, early 40s. She was complaining that, she didn't have much of a chance meeting guys at single events because, as she described herself as saying, I am shy. And so, it's hard for me to be more extroverted. And so the ladies that are more extroverted, they jump on the few guys that show up to an activity and they don't interact. I mean, she doesn't have the opportunity to interact like she wants to. And so she doesn't see any hope for herself. And what I'm saying is there's always hope because there's always Christ. See, Christ can help you to change the way you see yourself. Don't you think you could be more extroverted? Listen to the language that you use. And language is so important because it affects the way that we think. It actually reflects how we think inside. So when you say, I am shy, that's reinforcing an image of yourself, an identity that says you are introverted. And of course, your behavior is going to conform to the way you see yourself. See, identity precedes behavior. So, when you think about yourself that way, then of course there's going to be a problem. But what if you thought about yourself differently? What if you thought about yourself differently? That you could change and become something different. And it starts with the language that you have inside. So if it feels too weird to say, I am the warrior, maybe you could just, take a baby step and say, I'm learning to be the warrior. I am a student warrior. I'm learning how to be the warrior. Take a step out towards that direction, away from, the shriveling mass of pathetic pitifulness that many of us, want to crawl into sometimes because life just seems to just dump on you. No, I mean, you could stay that way. That's your choice, but you could also choose the alternative. You can get on a path that will, you actually adopt an image of yourself as being strong and vibrant, and then when you partner with the Lord, He can help match, your self-ideal and your self-image. He can help you to act in ways so that the two actually come together. That gives you self-esteem and you just feel better. I mean, when you have a healthy sense of self-esteem, life is pretty good. Life is pretty good. So, I would just say, partner with the Lord, let Him help you become the warrior you need to be to conquer the challenges that you have in your life with joy and rejoicing in your heart. Let Him help you thrive in the midst of those challenges. And when you do that, you can have real, genuine joy in your journey. Howdy, peeps. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Join the Journey radio program. And if you did, be sure to click subscribe so you can get more clips in the future. And be sure to check out the Join the Journey radio program broadcast every Wednesday night on the Join the Journey radio network. Find more information at jointhejourneyradio.com.